أخواتي. مرحبا بكم في لايف جديد، بث مباشر جديد ديال هوغورتس ليجاسي. مرحبا بكم الإخوان، أهلا ومرحبا. كما تتذكرون الجزء الأول بقينا في هذا المكان الذي تعلمنا فيه الطيران، وإن شاء الله الرحمن الرحيم سوف نكمل من هذا المكان بسرعة. فقط سوف أقوم ببعض الإعدادات على اليوتيوب، ونبدأ إن شاء الله الرحمن الرحيم مباشرة بعد ذلك. لهذا إن كان أول فيديو تشاهده على قناتنا، لا تنسى أخي أختي الاشتراك في القناة، تفعيل زر الجرس كذلك يصلك كل جديد، وبطبيعة الحال لا تنسى اللايك وانشر الفيديو مع أصدقائك. ومرحبا بكم جميعا إخواني أخواتي. دقيقة من فضلكم ونكمل ونبدأ عفوا بشكل سريع. فكما قلت لكم يوم الأمس بقينا في المكان الذي تعلمنا فيه الطيران بهذه شنو كتسمى طبعا باللغة العربية، لا أعرف ما هي اسمها، لكن تعلمنا بها الطيران، أخذنا فكرة عن الطيران، وسوف نكمل كما قلت لكم الرحلة من هذا المكان. بطبيعة الحال عفوا، فقط سوف أضع اسم اللعبة حتى لا يأتينا حظر من
Botrix has correctly joined the channel.
You are welcome Botrix. You are welcome. مرحبا سي بوتريكس. enregistré صافي. لقد قمنا بتحديث صورة الفيديو، وسوف أفتح فقط الهاتف حتى أشاهد تعليقاتكم إخواني أخواتي. إذا جانا شي تعليق أو دونيشن ربما قد تصل دونيشن، من يعلم. فإذا وصلت سوف نكون ممنونين لصاحبها. أتمنى أن يكون الصوت جيد إخواني أخواتي، وعلى بركة الله سوف نبدأ الآن. إذن سوف نتوجه إلى مكان لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. لا بد لأن أقوم بحركة قبل أن أفتح الخرائط، لأنه كما ترون علي أن أضغط على الراية، وبعد ذلك أرى أقرب مكان أخضر. إذا هذا هو ربما أقرب مكان أخضر. لا تنسوا إخواني أخواتي الإعجاب بالبث، ترك تعليقكم، الناس التي معنا في البث والتي سوف تحضر الإعادة كذلك. ما لا يعجبني صراحة في هذه اللعبة هو الانتظار عندما تقوم بالسفر إلى مكان ما، تنتظر حتى تطيب، كطيب انتظار ابن عمي. والأبواب إلى الآن لا أعلم كيفية فتحها. Yo, all hands, does.
And then the werewolves join the goblins.
Goblins, werewolves, where are you?
Heidi.
Accio. Levioso. Accio.
إلى الداخل. begin. شنو هي الكويست؟
Professor Weasley?
Somewhere away from prying eyes.
هذا سحر مبين.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor.
مؤدب خونا مؤدب. After you, Professor. After you, Professor. After you. Sure. Of course. Yes. No. Okay. Tomorrow. Done.
What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what's
صبري نشوف واش كاين شي
But you've
مخالة
managed to reveal
أستاذة
the
ولا
room
شي
on your
حاجة
own.
فيك الهضرة بزاف.
While I'm
خصنا
here,
المخل.
we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must
Low
have
end.
sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it.
أستاذة خلينا نمخلو الله يتوب عليك.
Revelio.
ما كتدور الكاميرا تكون المخالة في الجهة الأخرى. تدور لك الكاميرا مرة تعرف بأنه
There's
يوجد
no
مخالة.
chance I'm clambering over this mess.
سيني نصوب لك داكشي سيني
This
ريبيرو.
presents the
ثانك يو. هذا تعطينا ميزة جديدة. اوكي. بيبا إيفانيسكو.
Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs.
ها هي فين هي كانت باللون الأخضر. إيفانيكسو. هاي. غادي نديروها عاود هنايا سيرال.
Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on.
فين يا أستاذة كل المكان هذا شي صناعتك الداخل.
Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness! My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I Can't believe it's still here.
واش غندير انا
I'll just
بالقصة
take a
ديالك؟
quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on
Revelio.
your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Dear me. Can't you
يلا
keep it
شوفي
down?
الشنطة
Some
ديالك
of us are
أنا
trying to rest.
بيبا اخي الساحر. أردنا اللوت. هذا دابا خصو يتجر.
Accio.
واش سوي؟
Accio.
اها زيد يلا زيد. ماشي زيد وطلع. جريته بزاف. زيد زيد زيد. ايه بيبا. الله 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 شكر عمر الله الله الله. واش نضرب هاد الأستاذة ولا شنو ندير؟ ايوا ما عندي والو الاخوان. كبوط واحد وتيشيرت واحد. عندي I can take this to the room of requirement to reveal its qualities. واخا خصني نمشي نبيع هاد الشيء صاحبي عاد نولي عند الأستاذ. دابا غادي نبيع هاد الخضر هادو كاملين ونخلي داك الموف اللي جات. الزرقاء نشوف الزرقاء حتى هي ما تتباعش. الماسك وقيله هو بواها. الماسك هو بواها. نبيع كل شيء ونخلي الماسك. ايوا الحوايج هادشي اللي عطا الله. اذا نمشيو نضربو دورة للمدينة. هي اللي فيها نمشيو للمدينة جمي. رانا المابس. رانا جمي المدينة. هو هذا مسافر صاحبي. كي غادي نديرو لك صاحبي باش نسافرو؟ لا ما بغاش يسافر صاحبي. علاش كونت لي انا فيليبل؟ علاش لينا فلوسي 6000 متر دابا حنا فين؟ شي بعد مكاينش دابا حنايا هنايا ولكن 6000 متر هداك شي بعد اخر.
Revelio.
انا كاين المخالة الاخوة. شي مازال المخالة لداخل. عرفتي اش غادي دير يا استاذة؟ خليني نخرج بحالي دابا تنولي لعندك. مبغاتش تخلينا نخرج. دابا خفت متخلينيش نرجع بنت الحرام لهاد البلاصة. وهاد الشكارة عندو ما كتكبر ما والو. ما لقيتي شي مصيبة كديرها بداك الكاش كتبلع.
Revelio. Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pirate.
واحد كيهضر هنا. والله كتهضرو.
Revelio.
خاصني غادي ندوز لداك ريفيليو عاود. شي فيه المخالة الإخوان.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here?
Revelio. Accio.
سانا الإخوان حيد داك اللعيبة بقات مبرزطاني تما في داك الماب. ويلي سنيتان نديرها.
What was that?
What was that?
Is that a golden stitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Revelio. Accio.
دابا خصني نكتشف شي حاجة هنا ولا لا؟
Revelio.
منين غادي ندوزو لهاد الحمايق عاود؟
Accio.
ما عرفت. ما عرفت.
Protego. Revelio.
بوطيطو ولا الزمر؟ زمريطو. بوطيطو قال.
We hope that house elf can find us in here.
شوف واش كاين شي دخلة عند هادوك، شوف واش كاين شي دخلة عند داك الميخال. اصلا ما عنديش البلاصة. حنا اكتشفنا البيت، يلا جاو السادة دغيا باش نمشي نبيع هاد الشي هذا ونجي.
Yikes! Careful! Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has
Eva.
been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke.
يعني
We
مخلاتها
believe that
كاملة،
you might be
مخلات
able to
الروم كاملة
benefit from
بوحدها.
this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The room of requirement. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
يلا ايماجيني مع راسك.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah!
Revelio.
And it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effect in which one is placed.
You have unlocked the desk of description. Use it to reveal the magical purpose of any that you have collected. Viva. مفيش عيش.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure. You should find both familiar.
Lemos, Kisternos, Crebestos, Crebastes. Telephone duration. Item used to grow portion. اسمه هو ما كانش enhanced item. Item used to grow plants. ديرو هكا. هذاك الحجر اللي كنلقاو نديرو هذا. شنو هو الشيء؟ دور لا هادشي بفلوس. المهم كتكري شي حاجة كتصنع شي حاجة. ها هي راه درناها بورشن تايبل ماشي هي هادي. بورشن تايبل هي هادي. ماشي هي.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deke will be here to...
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything.
Revelio.
شحال در الرزق صاحبي شوف كنت تست في الفوق المعزول.
Accio.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
نسوي صراحة. ليش غادي نعرف هذا ليش نسوي أسترونومي صعبة.
Do you have the moonstone?
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the wall? Good work. Shall we move on?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell. Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize it.
Accio.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony.
Try aiming at the floor or at that balcony whilst using these options.
They might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good... No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me. An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Actually, perhaps another time.
Revelio.
Take your time looking about. Plenty of wonderful books to stoke a curious mind like yours. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Hogwarts emoji exploding head.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Over here.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised. How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game.
Revelio!
What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confided in anyone. But he'd come. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family, obsessed with blood. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like... To be fair, but you should learn it. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Confringo and Candelabra. Both have their uses. Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You'll get used to it.
That's it! I think I've got it.
Well done.
Revelio. I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
The blast does heat things up. I see how you lost your eyebrows.
You'll get used to it. Anne, Ominous and I used to practice down here for hours. The Undercroft was our retreat. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been... Well, meeting a new...
I shall look forward...
Cheers.
I'm not sure.
You said something... I assume it's...
Nothing gets... And yet...
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Confringo! Confringo!
Revelio.
Confringo! Confringo!
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place. My father is friend.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Revelio.
Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the Ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful.
Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
May we talk about this?
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Your friend, Mr. Ollivander, sent me an owl asking for help finding an heirloom wand that was stolen from him.
He did
And so I went to the owlery like he said, and there were all these statues.
What do you mean, statues? In the owlery?
Yes, which led me to a secret hideout where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on, believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And the portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. Map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the... And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
Face fuchsia tongue out. Face fuchsia tongue out. Face fuchsia tongue out. Face fuchsia tea.
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port key, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your... But of equal importance, you will need...
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
What?
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Revelio.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego! Revelio.
Protego! Confringo!
Reduction! Reduction!
Confringo!
Reduction!
Expelliarmus!
I have... What's this?
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio! Expelliarmus!
Come back! Marvelous strike!
Protego! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
The ministry ought to relax their feelings with the dark arts.
Leviosa! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Protego! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Revelio.
Intriguing place, Sanbakar's tower. Lovely view, I'd imagine. No idea who this Bakar is, mind you.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival. Quickly now. Well done.
Hello?
Revelio.
There must be something here.
Rather unwise.
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
I'm a goblin, not a toy!
Expelliarmus! Protego!
You're so very sweet. That's gutter. Is that the best you can do?
Protego! Leviosa!
What an unfortunate disappointment!
Wise decision running from me.
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Revelio. Revelio. Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood.
Protego! Levioso!
Stop! I'm afraid!
Let's get this out.
Just shoot!
Many goblins have always been antagonistic towards wizard kind, but this is different somehow. Oh, glad that's over. Best head inside. Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. Revelio. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Someone was an avid reader. Can't say I'm familiar with many of these titles. Revelio. I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Revelio.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say San Bakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter, though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were... But if they have also made a connection downstairs, command it to... As Professor remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however...
Revelio. A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs near the entry. can't imagine the goblins know about the trials. I know that something is significant about this place, though. Revelio! Revelio. Revelio. I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio. Reparo. Revelio. Reparo. I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where? I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where?
Revelio.
That must have done something. Best have a look around.
Revelio. Revelio.
Traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. Revelio. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! bring them.
Revelio. These look familiar. Accio. Accio. Was it Accio I used before? That platform looks like it ought to get me where I need to go. Accio. I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where? Revelio. Accio. What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway. Accio. Accio! See a way out on one side, but when I pass through the archway, it's blocked by a wall. More statues. Expelliarmus! Confringo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Making this easy, I think. Revelio! Accio! Levioso! Accio! Accio! What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different. Accio! I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway.
Whoa.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Accio.
I'll never get used to these floors.
Revelio.
I'll never get used to these floors. I'll never get used to these floors. never get used to these floors. I'll never get used to these floors.
Accio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego! Confringo! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Protego! Confringo! Protego! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Revelio.
I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where?
Accio!
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Here. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Confringo. Leviosa. Expelliarmus.
Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Epidego. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Protego. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Don't like the look of this. Expelliarmus. Protego. Expelliarmus. Confringo. The look of this. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Leviosa. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Confringo. Leviosa. Accio. Confringo. Leviosa. Confringo. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Leviosa. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Protego. Expelliarmus. Accio. Confringo.
What a relief. Another pensive.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here.
Revelio.
More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
Like and subscribe.
Revelio.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor...
Hopefully the next... I will be honest. I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Serona at...
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
my studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them. Protego! Revelio. I should...
About a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent?
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now.
Where are the lions?
A happy beast is a giving beast.
That's what Professor Howard always says, at least. If we treat them well, they'll treat us well.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared, which does not.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An Professor B. Me.
I need to talk to you. Come here.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get a...
Are you the reason students...
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
You may have noticed...
Professor Howin meant...
I don't often agree. The poachers, they're up to something.
That does seem strange.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look.
I think that...
And the... Oh.
Revelio.
What did you think you were doing? That owl has been in our family for 30 years. And you thought it would be clever to transfigure her into a goblet and leave her in the Great Hall after a feast? I hear the elves have had to transfigure every goblet in the castle looking for her. I hope you're jolly...
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologise if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting... Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. From what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was... Do you see that curious? Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Go on, take... Odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village... Those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demigod.
A demigod?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons. Second, you help. I'm at my wits. In fact, perhaps you could...
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that. Next...
But what about...
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Now, you'll...
Hello, Hamura. Aloha Mora. Aloha Mora.
Well done! You're in. Remember, Use a disillusionment.
I have a few questions about the demiguise statues.
Very well.
I have nothing more to ask. Expelliarmus! Revelio!
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between aconite and asphodel.
Yes, well. Still early, but they'll improve.
You say that every year, Matilda.
This must be the prefect's bathroom. Alohomora.
They're saying that Ranrock's loyalists are preparing for a rebellion. Rude. Always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and his lot wouldn't be so combative if the Ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hand him his hat. Or hell, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not afraid of a goblin rebellion.
Alohomora. Revelio.
Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
Revelio.
I had planned to get a few gatherings on Hogwarts. Flying about, the golden switch. Rather a lot like life, isn't it? Oh, I suppose I...
Revelio.
I suppose you should.
Who's that trampling about, disturbing my patience?
Show yourself. Surely you have better things to do than risk detention by wandering where you shouldn't.